We got a lot of good stuff to talk about, Neil.
No, we do. And, again, it's Lions, it's 49ers, it's the NFC Championship game, which still doesn't even sound right. I'm not comfortable saying it. Can
I ask my question right now? Because I think it's the perfect time. Because we mentioned how long this week was, right? And saying wait until Sunday. But as the game gets closer, we're now into Wednesday. Am I wrong? Or is anybody else feeling like me that I'm gaining more confidence in what we have instead of sort of dreading? And it wasn't and it's weird because the Rams game and the Bucs games, we were favored. We were at home. But there was a little different tension than it is now. But the fact of going into something that you're an underdog, that how tough it is, the respect you have for San Francisco, not only for their talent, for their coaches, everything else. For lack of a better term, they're what you're trying to be, right? But I woke up this morning and I felt good. Like I felt like I just wondered if everybody else feels the same. And I think it's more like I'm more confident in the team being ready and what we have and what they're up against. I just wondered that was the first thing that I wonder if people in the chat or if you guys in the room had that sort of feeling, because it was different than the last week. It wasn't nervous that we were going to lose. It was just sort of like the goalposts have changed, right? Like the expectations have changed to get that second home playoff game, because we all thought we'd be, having to go through Dallas, right? So the minute it changed to the home game against Tampa, I expected to be here. We'd be breaking it down. It was still a successful season. They accomplished what they want, but right now, task at hand, and I really don't think they're done. It goes back to Dan Campbell. It's one of these things when you hear different things from guys, but it's like genuine. And he's talking about 2 games left. Usually in the locker room, you're only talking, the next game, don't get ahead of your. But this team, right? It feels right for him to talk about that because it's sort of the mission that they're on. It makes it sound to me like he's got this team where he told us all it would be, so they know something that I don't. Does it feel like that? And I don't know. It's like confidence. I'm going to be nervous, and honestly, you're not supposed to win this game. This is set up for San Francisco. This is their window, and but it's the NFL. Am I out? Am I wrong? Are you feeling
no?
Like, because your fandom's cracked open. So I thought this would be a great. I got you as vulnerable as I'll ever get you in a fandom mode. So I was wondering if you're in the same boat as I am.
No, what I'm struggling with right now isn't even the game, because you're in there, you got a shot because you're here. What I'm struggling with is saying the NFC Championship game, the Lions and the 49ers. I'm struggling with stuff like this. Amon-Ra St. Brown right now is plus 6,000 to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. 60-1. Amon-Ra St. Brown is. Right now. You can do that. Like, that's there for you. Jared Goff is 9-1 to be the Super Bowl MVP. These are all the things that are out there. And
things you never think you'd
no,
saw.
No, man. Like, no. Anytime touchdown scorer in the Super Bowl right now, Jahmyr Gibbs, 6-1. David Montgomery, 6-1. Like, these are all out there, man. This is real. It's real, man. That's what I still can't wrap my head around. And I know, like, look, we're new money at this. We are. I gave the example a couple weeks ago when I talked about new money Lions fans. Now, we don't know that you can't wear your hat inside the restaurant at the country club. This is like the conference championship Super Bowl country club. This is elite. This is Oakland Hills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my struggle. I'm not even... The game is the game. Like, I think they can win that football game. I've given you the reasons. The Brock Purdy thing. The Lions run the football thing. What is San Francisco great at defensively? But what are we elite at offensively? You know what I'm saying? The matchups are there. Regardless of what people say, I'm giving you football reasons. Football reasons. I would think, just based on matchups alone, that I think 7 points is really strong. I think that's aggressive, 7 points. These two teams are closer than 7 points away from each other. You got to take all the other stuff that's happened and erase it from your mind because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're kicking the ball off Sunday at 6:30. They're putting the ball in the air, and we're playing a game. Anything can happen. This isn't like long shot speak or, oh, God, hopefully we just stay in there. No. You got the aggressor. Who's the best offensive tackle on that field?
Penny Sewell.
He's a lion.
You know what? You got one of the best. You got the best right and the best left, and Trent Williams. When you look at it, like you're saying, matchup and some of their top talent has more tenure, maybe more bigger games,
sure,
but hasn't executed through them. Here's the one thing that creeps into my mind. I got a feeling that San Francisco's going to run into some injuries. Susceptibility, right? We don't know whether Debo's 50-50, whether he's going to play regardless or whatever, but the guys that are banged up, the McCaffrey, taking some of the hits, our guys are going to run to the ball and be really physical. I think our physicality in the game, especially with our defense, we're going to give up those yards that we give up, right? It's just a matter of fact. But the fact is, I think that, the physicality of this game will benefit us.
No, and D-Mac, that's where I'm at with it. Like, who's got the best offensive tackle? We do. Who's got the best wide receiver in this game? Who? I know who I would take.
Well, Debo healthy.
But he's not healthy.
So
he's not healthy. See, this is everyone's looking at this through the prism, the lenses of, well, Debo Samuel's the best wide receiver. He's 50-50, right? 50%. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Amon-Ra St. Brown's the best wide receiver at 6:30 on that football field on Sunday.
Fair enough.
Is that a case? Is that a compelling case?
Here's the one thing that I know. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going in with a chip on his shoulder to prove he's the best wide receiver in that game on Sunday.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I love? I love the fact we just played the Bucs, who arguably have some of the best linebackers in the league, and then you're going up against San Francisco, who arguably has the best linebackers in the league or defense, right? So when you're breaking down the football reasons to win, you break down the matchups a little more. It's closer than you think.
That's my point. This isn't, this isn't, oh, poor us. All these 49ers, just maybe they'll have mercy on our soul and not score 70 points on us. No, like it is not that at all. And McCaffrey, best running back in the league. I'm not stupid. Like, check your fantasy drafts. I'm not stupid. But is he a world above Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery? Is he a world above them?
Not a world.
I think not. Is he better? Sure, he's better. But is he 7 points in a game better? I don't think so.
The whole thing is, you look at how we used our two guys like they used their one guy. Add our guys' totals up. There's your Christian McCaffrey, right? Like, seriously.
Again, those are football. Look at the position. What do they get out of the position? What do we get out of the position? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. To me, it's not a 7-point game. Rack, if CMC gets banged up, though, they don't have a great backup. And that's what that's the word, is he's a bit banged up and things like that. Again, it's not about who's better over 17, 18, 19 weeks. It's who's better at 6:30 on Sunday when the ball goes in the air. That's it. You don't have to be better for a season. You got to be better for about 3 hours and 30 minutes. And in reality, you don't have to be better for 3 hours and 30 minutes. You got to be better at the right times.
And isn't the irony, right? Jared Goff's from out there, and the one thing is we didn't want him to play outside or whatever, but if he had to play outside with the weather the way it's going to be in San Fran, isn't that like the perfect element? Like, as far as
it's outside, but it's inside.
Right, but what I'm saying is that, like, the weather's it's not supposed to be windy. It's supposed to be a nice, San Fran day or whatever like that, or wherever they play this thing, right, 40 miles outside. So, again, that plays to it, right? That plays to it. So, Yeah, no, everything you say, Neil, get me stoked.
I'm
not
giving
scared.
I'm giving you football stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like again, on paper, I feel the same way. You have a season's worth of data. We're not playing the season Sunday night at 6:30. We're not playing the season. We're playing the game. And I think it's a lot closer than everybody thinks in their mind. I honestly do. But maybe I'm wrong. We're going to see it 6:30 on Sunday, though. And that's what I can't wait for.